Okay, everyone. The photograph took a little quicker than what we thought, so that's good news, because nobody likes having their photograph taken. So the last time that I did the Standards in Action was at our last plenary in Australia, and there was a fire alarm. I felt sorry for the speaker at the time because they were just coming to the conclusion of their talk and the fire alarm went off, so we had to take a 15-minute break. And I'm sorry to report that I was in a meeting just yesterday morning, and it was a remote person was cheering, and there was a fire alarm in her location. So I'm not sure whether fire alarms are following me around or not. So hopefully we won't have one today. But I do have a little bit of a history of being in the room when there's been a fire. So we'll make a start, and we've got our first speaker, Jing from the National Geomatics Center of China. And she's going to speak about China's advancement in geospatial standardization, operational achievements of the National Mirror Committee of ISO TC 211. Thank you.
Sorry for a long topic. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jing from the National Mirror Committee of the TC 211 in China, and also from the National Geomatics Center. Today, it's a great honor to stand here and show the details and our progress and achievements about the international standardization in China. So let's start. Today, I will highlight our collaborative efforts with ISO TC 211 and the achievement we have made in recent years, including our management and how we work and our visions. So first, I would like to share the overall design and management of China's geographic information standardization efforts, including management framework, policy, and regulations. The National Standardization Administration of China, we also call the ISAC, is the official member representative to ISO. And the ISO TC 211 National Mirror Committee, that is of us, is one of over 300 mirror committees under SAC's management. So concurrently, the Ministry of Natural Resources, as the relevant industry management department, also provide guidance for our work. Internationally, we followed the ISO IEC directive. And in our country, the SAC has put out the standardization, the national laws, and some measurement about the mirror committees of ISO IEC. These laws and regulations are the basis for how we work. Also, the Ministry of Natural Resources has come up with some plans and steps to guide us in our tasks. So as the National Mirror Committee, we have 5 key responsibilities. The first one is to develop international standards by organizing our experts to directly participate in drafting, revising, and voting on geospatial standards. And the more important thing is to bring international standards to China, such as adopting ISO geospatial standards into Chinese national standards and promoting by training and meetings. Furthermore, to host or attend ISO standard activities. We are also responsible for the collecting and submitting technical feedbacks on ISO drafts. So based on our responsibilities, we actively engaged in making more contribution to the international standardization. Here I would share some efforts we have had. We are glad to see that our experts have collaborated with talents from over 20 countries around the world to develop the international standards and have taken a more and more important role in this task. The developed international standards are mainly focused on these four aspects. In terms of ontology and semantic modeling, we have developed three international standards, including ISO 11105. Actually, it's a really hard work, but we got it and established a global unified GIS quality verification framework. And we also attempt to systematically develop some standards about remote sensing data processing, covered the progress of the calibration and validation of remote sensing data and sensors. And on the aspect of data importing and storage, we have developed two international standards, and also we have one is ongoing. Also, in recent years, we have had more and more attention about the emerging technology integration, such as AI technology and its applications. So based on our practice, we have promoted two standard projects. And the two standards are ongoing, respectively about indoor feature model and artificial intelligence. So on the other hand, China has been actively promoting the adoption of TC211 standards and driving mutual conversation between our national standards and international standards. As for now, we have adopted 42 ISO TC211 standards, account for more than 60% of TC211 standards. And we also have 27 under adoption. These adopted standards make up more than 20% of the published national geospatial standards in China. For more than 30 years, we annually promote international standards by various approaches, such as holding meetings and trainings, such as the sub-forum on the nationwide technical trainings and cooperation communications. And also we actively invite TC211 committee managers to give a presentation and communicate with Chinese scholars and standardization practitioners. Since 1998, we proactively attend the TC211 plenary and working meetings. Our experts, the chart shows our experts delegation has gradually expanded from 14 to more than 60 in the recent 15 years. And as for now, we have organized a total of over 500 participation to attend the plenary meetings and the working group meetings of TC211. We also have the great honor to host the plenary meetings for 5 times, respectively in Beijing, in Xi'an, in Shenzhen, and also in Wuhan for 2 times. And this This picture shows we hosted the 20th anniversary of TC211 in Shenzhen. People are cutting cakes to celebrate the birthday of TC211. In addition to adopt ISO standards, we work actively to implement them and is willing to share our user stories globally. Here, I got some cases about the implication of TC211 standardization. The first one is the National Geographic Information Public Service Platform. We also call it 天地图. This is a non-profit website that constructed by the government. Its purpose is to provide the public with various online geographic information services. And this platform implements two ISO standards about web map server interface and web feature service interface to standardize the topographic and semantic map, ensuring cross-platform interoperability, real-time updates, and cross-efficient access for nationwide users. Tsinghua University applies the serious standards of ISO 19130 to standardize the description of sensor models that is used to produce remote sensing data and enables interoperable geolocation across active or passive sensors, enhancing emergency response alignment and sensor web integration. Here comes the Wuhan University. Wuhan University has implemented three ISO standards to develop Hainan's disaster emergency SDI platform. The standard is used to distribute 9 categories of impact assessment data, including typhoon track and rainfall distribution. That facilitates data sharing, integration, and interdepartmental cooperation. In addition, ISO 19144 is about the classification system is also used to regulate the production of land cover data by establishing the structure of a geo-information classification system. And we have some professional standards in our country are developed based on this standard. So the promotion and the development of these standards have mobilized the participation of more than 300 experts to participate in TC211 activities from all kinds of units. From this chart, we can see that we have, they're missing data. The data should be 75. That means we have, as for now, we have 75 ISO registered experts participating in this work. And nearly 60% of them are from the universities and research institutions. Their task is to teaching and spread knowledges. So with their participation, our concept of global standardization also let more and more people know that and participate in this task. So let's come to our visions. It's the last but not the least. I would like to say something about the challenge and our plan in the future. Despite many challenges now, for example, the insufficient talent discovery and cultivation, lack of international, maybe some difficulties on the international collaboration, and also difficulties on transforming technical advertisement with into ISO standards, just like the artificial intelligence and its application. Sometimes we don't know how they will go, but we have the full confidence and the strong will to overcome these difficulties. So what I want to say is, together with many like-minded friends just like you, we are going to contribute more solutions and stronger strengths to the global and international standardization work. So that's all for my presentation, and thanks for attention.